Hi, it's Sally from Field to Fork here. I'm going to share with you an activity that you can do in your school grounds or out in the woods like this if you can get there. This activity can really be done at any time of year, but it's especially good in the autumn when there's lots to find. So it needs you to engage your hawk-like eyes and notice what is around you in nature that is interesting and unusual to build up a story stick. Now, a story stick or a journey stick was something that the Australian Aboriginals would make to record their journey and be able to tell others about it. So on a stick, they would put markings or symbols that would remind them of what they had seen and where they had been. We can do that too by collecting things that we find and adding them to our stick to tell the story of our journey and our finds. For this activity, you need a stick, a fairly sturdy stick but not too thick, about the length of your arm. Now, a word or two about carrying sticks. Don't run when you've got a stick in your hand, and also don't point it towards yourself or to anyone else. Carry it in an up and down way. Once you've got your stick chosen, you need to attach a piece of string or wool to it. So you do this the same way as you would tie your shoelaces, by crossing over the string and threading the wool through the loop and pulling it tight. And then you just repeat that. Cross it over, thread it through, and pull it tight. So we're ready with our story stick. Now we can do this in two ways. We can either go as one group on a journey following a route that takes us maybe round our school grounds or out to the woods. Or you can go to an area and your teacher will set boundaries for you and you can explore anywhere within that area, collecting things that remind you of what you've seen and where you've been. But before you go, there are a few things to remember to keep you safe. Always carry your stick safely in this up and down way that I told you. Only collect things that are no longer living or have never lived. So we don't want any creatures or parts of plants that are still attached to the growing plant. Also, look out for things that would harm you. So you need to look carefully before you pick anything up. So look out for things that might be stingy or spiky or sharp. Avoid any fungi, any litter, and any poo. Here's a beautiful leaf. I'm going to have that as my first thing. So to attach it to the stick, I put it against the stick and then wind the wool round a few times to hold it in place. And this is how we attach our items as we go down. Ones with a bit of length are much easier to attach. Okay, so that's the first thing. So I'm going to go now and have a look for something else. If you run out of string, then you can always tie another piece on. So that's just holding the two ends together and then doing your knot. Okay, off we go again. So I've got my findings all attached to my stick. I now need to finish it off. So I'm just going to take a few winds round, and then I want to keep the loop and thread the string through pull it tight, put it round again, put it through the loop, and that'll keep it secure so it's not going to fall off. So we've got our journey stick. There's a few things we can do with it. You can gather back together in your circle and maybe choose your favourite thing to tell everybody else about. Or you can describe where you went on your journey and the things that you found, and you can talk a little bit more about where they've come from or what they were. Or you can do something more imaginative where you're using it to tell a story. So it maybe could be the journey that Little Red Riding Hood took through the wood to visit her granny. What things did she see along the way? Or it could be the mouse in the Gruffalo. Or you could use it to tell your own imaginative story about a character and the adventure and journey that they had. So, have fun, autumn explorers, and I hope you've learnt something about autumn today.